Friends, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what have we turned ITC into. I'm looking back across my investment journey, both at the beginning and now. In both instances, ITC has been a rather interesting and controversial stock. In the early 90s, Harshad Mehta made a story out of it. Not one but several stories. And all these stories, within a year or two of his downfall, turned juvenile. But what remained was that ITC was run in a certain manner. And that manner did not change. Today, you have not Harshad Mehta, but a social media induced army of handles who are making stories. Many of these stories are involving trivia. Somebody may say, my children like bingo. They write with the notebooks made by ITC. Somebody says, no, Yippee is better than Maggie. Another person says, I saw that in this shop, more of these ITC products are hogging the shelf space. Most of these observations are basically trivia. We have taken the debate away from the core issues that revolve around ITC. And interestingly, these core issues have remained the core issues that affect this company from 1990s till today. The first issue relates to corporate governance. In the 90s, there was a case relating to evasion of taxes. ITC, after a lot of up and down and back and forth, finally settled that case. Then, in the 90s, there was the issue of how ITC allocates capital. Consistently, ITC's capital allocation has been subpar. While its core business has been a cash spinning engine, a money spinner, they still have not applied themselves as a board to the cause of shareholders. There is a sense of exclusion of shareholder interest that has culturally remained in ITC. How do I say this? The first was in the 90s when the board, with its politically influential leadership, managed to keep the principal shareholder, British American Tobacco, away from influencing the affairs of the company. And this was done on the premise that foreign investment in cigarettes is not in the interest of the country. What a weak premise. But that premise has survived different political ideologies, different political formations to this day. And as shareholders, we have not managed to hold the board accountable to deliver on this simple fact that the shareholders' voice must reflect in the running of the company. What they did to BAT as the principal shareholder has been done to LIC, it has been done to the UTI's special purpose vehicle, and it is being done to you and to me. Effectively, this issue remains the same from the 90s to this day across chairmen, across boards, and across management teams. So, nothing has changed. Today, shareholders, you and I, are bearing the cross. We need to find a way of fixing it, of asserting shareholder rights, ensuring that the board becomes a responsible allocator of capital. We have not managed that. Even now, the board refuses to buy back shares. If the board buys back shares instead of paying dividend, that effectively will be more shareholder value accretive. But we don't do that. Instead, as retail shareholders, we are making buffoons of ourselves by continuously tweeting, this product is selling, that product is better, this is on the shelf, and we are doing the most lunatic scuttlebuttery. What we should be doing is asserting what is our real right, which is asking the management to enhance shareholder value, ensuring that they do it. Voting on resolutions which definitely send a strong signal to the executives, touching areas which will affect them, which will make them think twice, and forcing the independent directors on that board to think about us, the shareholders. If BAT was fooled in the 90s, the Indian retail shareholder is the bunny today. But the culture of making bunnies of shareholders just to assert the right of executives has stayed with ITC. It has stuck despite they are running some parts of the operational business very well. And it has stuck and manifested in a way in which they allocated capital in ways which hurt our interest. And we are not responding in the way that we need to respond, and instead we are, through social media and public opinion, making a spectacular joke of ourselves. The time has come for us to take ourselves more seriously and not indulge in the kind of stupidity that we are indulging in. There is a good business. It does throw out shareholder value. That value should translate and it should reflect in our portfolios. We need to rethink, we need to wake up, and we should not be in this state of drunken stupidity. That, in essence, is what we need to do to bring our investments in ITC out of this dark hole that we have been put into. Essentially, we need to get more serious. We need to take ourselves more seriously. We need to think smartly, responsibly, sensibly, and stop giving ourselves goosebumps over trivia. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, do share it with your friends, retweet it, and ensure that this view reaches so many of us who are invested in this company. As somebody who has seen this company from the time I came to the market to this day, as somebody who is still invested, I think it's time we give ourselves a chance. Do subscribe to our channel, do watch this video, do share this, and do spread the word. Thank you for being with iThought.